Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. At Forrester, Carter pushes Hope to get wedded that veritably day. At that veritably moment, Brooke tells Ridge that her son's heart is being drawn back to Liam. Ridge, completely lacking any kind of tone mindfulness and sounding like a total fraud, snarks and rolls his eyes over Hope being torn between two people. Katie comes by and Brooke exclaims that hope for the future has been reinstated. Katie's response is underwhelming. As it turns out, she has bigger news and it concerns Steffi. At Brooke's house, Liam is mooning over Hope when Beth appears in her dress for the daddy/son cotillion. He gushes that she's gorgeous. Just like your mama. Beth presses for Pater to get her mama to come, so Liam sends a textbook. The child worries about Hope and Carter getting wedded. Liam tells her they'll love her indeed if they're not together. They decide to start the cotillion party. Business is bustling. The bartender explains to Daphne that Deacon started up open mic night again for the first time since Tom's death. Daphne textbooks Carter to see if he wants to join her if he does and have plans with Hope. Hope puts Carter off by saying they should presumably do some planning before getting wedded. Unrelenting, he says, let's do some planning also. Hope also gets a textbook from Liam and Carter realizes she wants to be with him and Beth tonight. The atmosphere turns a smidge tense as Carter points out it's a daddy/son cotillion and she's not exactly obliged. Returning to good Joe mode, he urges her to go and be with her family. He goes on about the recollections they'll make and how lucky Beth is to have them as parents. Carter declares that it's egregious. Now give your son what she wants. Give her her parents back. That's what's in your heart. Hope cries as he removes her engagement ring, kisses her, and says, goodbye. At Brooke's place, Liam set up punch, Eiffels and balloons, important to Beth's delight. But she's still concentrated on her mama making it there in time for evening. Soon, they get to dancing. When the upbeat song is over, they laggardly dance. Hope comes by and joins her family. Liam notices Hope isn't wearing her engagement ring and grins post-date. Daphne is descanting on the open mic when Carter walks in. He's easily intrigued by seeing her perform and sits to watch. Daphne spots him and he smiles. After, Daphne joins Carter, who tells her she was right about everything. I'm just a clunker in love. Daphne takes his hand, asks, are you? Katie tells a stupefied Brooke and Ridge, against Bill's wishes because Steffi deserves to know, that Luna is alive. Since Liam beat cancer, he's come one of the most eligible maids. There's commodity sexy about getting shot and prostrating in imaginary excrescence, and Liam's partner women have all taken notice. Is there about to be a battle over the Spencer Publishing heir at law? Liam has set his sights on a Hop reunion, and lately professed his love for High's ex-wife Hope. Liam and Hope could be back together soon. Carter is reportedly calling off the engagement. Carter telling Hope to go be with her family. Hope doesn't realize that she's going to have some competition. Liam ex-woman. Ivy is going to pay him another visit this week. Ivy has made it veritably clear that she misses Liam and wants to try again with him. Liam has been shutting Ivy down, but could commodity be that makes him have alternate studies? Ivy and Liam hanging out with his son Beth. Still, Ivy could steal him if Hope doesn't take Liam up on his reunion offer soon. Steffi is set to return. Before she left city, she was spending a lot of time with Herrick's husband Liam. Now that she knows he isn't dying, could Steffi have realized that she still has passions for him? Scuttlebutt has it when the Forrester heiress returns, she might break her hubby Finn's heart and confess she still loves Liam. Taylor is taking the high road and packing her bags and moving out of the home she was participating with Ridge. Taylor feels to be taking the news of the Bridge marriage well. But, it's only a matter of time before Taylor snaps. Will Taylor get vengeance on Brooke for stealing Ridge? Taylor and Brooke's battle over Ridge has been going on for over a decade, and the women are still just as petty as ever. Once the original shock wears off, Taylor will be devastated and want to get in deed with her nemesis. Taylor could retain another man to betray Brooke and trick her into cheating on her hubby. Many times ago Taylor tried commodity analogous and transferred Cleric to try and hook up with Ridge's woman. Scuttlebutt has it, Nick could be on his way back to Los Angeles after his disastrous Naples holiday. When he arrives he'll be shocked to learn that Ridge and Brooke Logan are formerly married. Brooke is Aunt Nick's only partner, however. At one point he was married to Taylor too. Taylor could use Nick to drive a wedge between the wedded couple. And, if that doesn't work, she could just reunite with him again. Ridge sounded to only want to marry Brooke because she was hanging out with his half-family. Perhaps that trick will work for Taylor too? The only crime Sheila has committed against her hubby is a moral bone. She withheld the verity about her granddaughter's mortality. It's clearly commodity to lose his cool over, considering Luna boggled the only musketeers he'd on B&B. But in labeling her conduct the worst thing she's done, Cleric has shown himself to be a fraud, while also paving the way for a connection that might just see Sheila advancement, as he's so concerned about. Cleric has every right to be mealy with Sheila over not telling him that Luna is alive. His complaint that this is the worst thing she's done is laughable. Indeed, taken in the environment of it being commodity that affected him, it's not veracious. Sheila shot her son, Finn, and his woman, Steffi, before leaving them for dead in the alley, Deacon's plant. That's the worst thing Sheila's done to him, and he still pulled strings to get her out of captivity and also progressed to marry her. It seems the only reason Cleric's derangement this time is because she didn't choose his passions over her own. In his discussion with Taylor, he conceded Sheila's grief over the loss of Luna. But, indeed with that acknowledgement, he still couldn't see why his woman wouldn't incontinently tell him her granddaughter wasn't dead. Considering Cleric made his passions clear on being happy Luna was 6 bases under, it's not surprising Sheila didn't say anything. Cleric is holding Sheila to a standard that he hasn't set for himself or Taylor. When he first entered the psychiatrist's office, he asked if he could partake commodity with her in confidence. He also gestured away the request because the news was going to get out anyway, but he originally wanted Taylor to sit on the fact that Luna's alive. So it's okay for him and Taylor not to say anything to Steffi and Finn, but Sheila had to unmask the news as soon as she learned what had happened to her granddaughter? That'd be the pot calling the kettle black, wouldn't it? But one thing is for sure. With Taylor letting him talk through his passions and not pushing back on his narrative, Cleric has set up an outlet that he's sure to come back to. The problem is, not only is this budding connection with the psychiatrist gratuitous, it could also lead to the very result Cleric doesn't want, the return of Sheila's dark side. Sheila's not falling. Yes, she's amusing Luna's manipulative play for Will. But she's not obsessing, and she's not causing trouble. Deacon's concern stems from no longer being secure in the belief that he's the sole person Sheila can't get one over on. That instability has put him in contact with Taylor, a woman who tried to strike up a fellowship with the reformed manslayer previous to learning she shot Steffi and Finn. Being suitable to see the good in Sheila and also getting burned by her could foster a bond between Deacon and Taylor. Whether it goes romantic may not count if Sheila's hovered by it. Deacon's the only person who has loved Sheila, excrescencies and all, on the cleaner, besides Mike Guthrie. Losing him could beget Sheila to flip if she thinks it's because he's pursuing Taylor. Especially since Deacon is now pertaining to Sheila as crazy, a word she loathes, because she doesn't detest Luna like he does. The wind blows on this story, it might knock many houses down if Sheila has anything to say about it. But no matter how it twists, the eventuality of a Cleric/Taylor relationship may have been soliciting when Krista Allen was in the part. Taylor and Deacon haven't had any scenes that justify this arbitrary pairing.